Hi everyone! So in today's video I'm going to be talking a little bit about the 5-piece French wardrobe challenge, and I first heard about this challenge a couple of years ago when I was reading Lessons from Madame Chic, and it's kind of this whole concept where you have a core wardrobe and then you only purchase so many items per season. So you would purchase 5 items per season. This is a 6-month season, so autumn, winter or spring, summer, rather than every 3 months. So when I first heard about it, I thought that the whole concept just seemed so difficult, so foreign, so alien. Why would you only have so many pieces in your wardrobe? So in Lessons with Madame Chic, she talks about how they would have 10 pieces in their wardrobe, and this is their core wardrobe, and they would wear that all throughout the season. So to me that seemed like such a small number of items to have in your wardrobe that you would be reaching for every single day. Then the second thing that she talks about is how they would only purchase so many things per season, and this would be 5 pieces maximum, and they would be of really high quality, you know, something that they possibly saved up for a really long time, and they wouldn't be trend driven at all. So it would be something that's very simple, very classic, and that you're going to have for a long time. And you know, over time, the whole idea of trying to do that, where you're just buying really core classic items for your wardrobe that are going to last, that you're going to be wearing over and over again, and that are going to get a lot of love, that's really resonated with me, and it's something that I really want to try and replicate in my own wardrobe. So I thought for the next 6 months that I would try and do the 5-piece French wardrobe challenge, and I know it's going to be a bit tough, so I'll tell you guys all of the rules. And the rules are that you're only allowed to buy 5 pieces per season. So between now and it's February until the end of July, I'm only allowed to buy 5 key pieces for my wardrobe. I'm allowed to buy basics, so basics don't count. So if I need a new pair of black jeans, which I don't actually have, then those don't count unless they cost more than what I would normally pay. So for example, I would maybe pay $200 maximum for a pair of jeans. If I spent any more than that, then I would be including it in my 5. So if I bought a pair of jeans from Acne, which I think they retail for $330, then those would be included in my 5 core pieces for the season. And then the other thing is that shoes and bags do count. So if I want to get a new pair of shoes, which is generally my biggest weakness, then I'm going to have to include it as part of my 5. However, jewelry doesn't count unless it costs over, and in my instance I'm going to go with $200, and the reason being, I don't actually really buy a lot of jewelry. It's not something that I tend to pick up a lot. I've got pieces that I really love, that I really wear from family, you know, from loved ones, and then I can't really wear a lot of rings on my fingers, so I tend to kind of gravitate towards the same things, and because of that I don't buy a lot or add many new accessories to my current collection. So that's not really an area where I feel like I'm going to go ahead and splurge a whole lot on as a result of doing this challenge. So I've already given a little bit of thought to the 5 pieces that I will end up buying for the season, and the first is a bucket bag from Mademoiselle, and I've actually already got this on pre-order. I pre-ordered it in September last year, so it's something that I've known for a while that I was going to buy, and I undenied about including it in my 5, and in the end I thought, you know what, I think I've got half of the value of the bag to pay still, and it'll be coming in March, so I thought it's worth including it in my 5 just because I feel like it's not really being transparent or honest to myself if I don't include it. The second thing that I'm thinking of picking up are a pair of low-heeled shoes from Kirkwood, and I'm not too sure which colour. I'll be inserting little clips so you can see somewhere here maybe, or here, or maybe just everywhere of the pieces that I'm thinking of getting. So yes, I was looking at getting a pair of low-heeled Kirkwood heels, and I've seen them in black suede or in a blush leather, and I'm not really sure which ones I would get. They've both got a gold metallic heel from memory, and they just look like they would be such a classic shoe for work. They would be so easy to wear, and obviously they are a bit on the pricey side. I would consider them a classic piece, an essential or a basic, but because of the price I'm going to include them in my 5. And then I was thinking about possibly, and this is a big possibly because it is very expensive, but one of the Acne Velocite shearling jackets, and I've been wanting one of these for goodness like 4 years now I think, and it's just my budget has never really allowed for it, but now that I'm not going to be shopping as much, I sort of feel like perhaps I can include it. And The only thing that I see with getting this that might be a bit of a problem for me is that Sydney does not get that cold in the winter. I'm not going to have as many excuses to wear it as I would like, and while I am sort of planning to go, you know, to Europe in winter at some point, I'll probably get back home to New Zealand where I would be able to wear it. I'm not sure that it's going to be that useful for me, so that's kind of a bit of a question mark. The fourth thing that I was thinking of getting was something from Lover, and if you've seen my 30 for 30 capsule wardrobe that I wore, or if you've just been following my blog, then you'll know that Lover is a label that I absolutely adore. I always get something from them every single season, so it's kind of a bit of a no-brainer. I haven't seen the lookbook yet, but I get the feeling it's going to come out soon because it is almost February. It will be February by the time I post this, so yeah, I'm just not too sure what that's going to be. And then the last piece I'm going to be keeping free just in case I spot something during the 6 months that I really want to pick up. Maybe I want to wait until sale season and grab something from the sales, like a new pair of shoes. I'm not too sure at this point, so I'm leaving that one blank. Now in the next 6 months there are a few things that I want to pick up that won't be included in the 5, and these are basics. So that's things like I'd like to get a classic navy or grey blazer just that I can wear it to work, and there's probably going to be something very inexpensive. I have seen one at Zara which I thought was okay. I don't often go in there, but that's something that I'll probably be looking for. I'll probably also be looking for a new replacement pair of black ballet flats because I had to throw my other ones out after a nail started coming through the heel. I'll be looking at getting a watch, and that's going to fall under the $200 mark, and this is something that I've been wanting for the longest time, so I'm quite excited to finally get one. And then the other things are probably things like, you know, simple t-shirts. I think I wanted to get another white shirt for work just because the cotton one that I've got, as Drew's been noted, and it was quite expensive. I don't want to be wearing it all the time, and I know that kind of defeats the purpose of spending so much money on a classic piece in the first place, but I do want to be able to alternate it. If I decide for whatever reason that I want to wear a white shirt every single day that week, I want to have a second option or a backup just in case it's in the wash or something like that. In terms of where I'll be picking up my basic items, I think I'm probably going to get a lot of it from Everlane, and I've talked about them a lot on my blog. I absolutely adore the brand. I really admire their ethos and their commitment to working with the factories and ensuring that the garment workers who are producing the clothing are being paid and treated fairly. And for me, it's so important when I'm considering where I'm going to buy my clothes from, especially because all of the garments that are available on their website are very reasonably priced, and you wouldn't be paying that if you were purchasing, say, the same silk blouse from Equipment. You'd be paying about 3 times the price. So it's one of the reasons why I do gravitate towards that store so much. In addition to the 5-piece French wardrobe challenge, I'm also going to be doing Project 333, and I am so nervous about this, probably as nervous as I have been about doing this 5-piece wardrobe challenge as well. And it's one of those things, you're going to have 33 items and you're going to be wearing them for 90 days and that's it. And when you're talking about 30 items over 30 days, it does actually sound like a lot, and when you do the challenge you realize that you can live with so much less. You could have 22 items, I think, and you could be quite happy with that number. But when you've got 33 items and you're going to be cycling those throughout the 3 months, it is very different, and your clothing's going to get a lot more wear and tear, and you're probably going to get a bit bored of the things that you're wearing. So I guess what I want to say is that you guys should keep an eye out for that video. I am going to be doing something very similar to my 30 for 30 video where I show you everything that I'm including. So I hope you guys will enjoy that once I finally post it, and yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!